Hi there, this is Paula Martin with the Paula Martin Group at Keller Williams. We are at 117 Heather Street in Manchester, New Hampshire, the Kalil House, which was purchased 2 years ago today by the Currier Museum of Art. And so happy birthday to the Currier, happy birthday to the Kalil House. We wanted to come up, take a visit, check in, and find out what new exciting things were going on with the property. Yeah, so we're inside the Kalil House, and it was a real special event for us to be able to get a quick peek after the Currier Museum bought it. And so right now I'm with Andrew Spar, who's the Director of Curatorial Affairs, and he agreed to just answer a few quick questions for us. So what I was curious about was, when were you able to start doing tours? I know originally it was going to be in March of 2020, but that didn't happen. So how did that start?
Yeah. Well, we started tours in June of both the Zimmerman House and the Kalil House, and the big challenge was COVID. People go to the houses in a tour van, so we had questions about how many people we could host both in the house and on the van. We've been running tours since June, and they've been sold out weeks in advance for several months. So there's been a lot of interest, and people are really enjoying seeing both houses as this extended Frank Lloyd Wright in Manchester experience.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. How long does a normal tour with both properties go?
It's about 2 hours, and you spend close to an hour at each house, so there's a chance to talk with the docent a little bit about the history of each house and the original owners, and then there's an opportunity to explore the houses on your own.
So one of the things we talked about a few minutes ago was that a lot of the interior seating in this particular property, the Kalil House, was redone, so the original fabrics were stored, and now visitors can come in and actually sit down in here, which is different, right, than the Zimmerman?
Right, so the Zimmerman House, we maintain like a fine art gallery, and we hope people don't touch or sit on furniture. And all of that furniture has been conserved to museum quality standards. We took a slightly different approach at the Kalil House, and we have saved and preserved all the original historic fabrics, but at the same time we've reproduced some of the cushions and seat covers so that people can sit on the furniture during their tour. And I think that's really important because it gives you a chance to experience the house as the owners would have. And the spaces do feel different when you're standing or when you're sitting down.
Oh yeah, just to be able to be a part of this. And then, so one of the things that you were speaking to me about was the intentions for being able to use this property from a community standpoint. What are the thoughts on how that's going to go?
So we have a number of social programs. We have a range of programs for vets. We also have the Art of Hope, which is for families of opioid sufferers, and we're hoping that some of those social programs, including some of our student programs, whether it's adult or youth student studio classes, will be able to use the house at some point and have their experience within these spaces, whether that's sketching or learning about architecture, how the houses were made, how an architect thinks about space, how people experience architectural spaces, or just a comfortable place for people to interact and have a conversation.
Oh, well, it is such a calming, I find it to be a really calming atmosphere, and I could see that there's so many conversations to have with regard to making the blocks and just the way the light filters through. I can absolutely see that it would be a benefit. If somebody wants to, are they going to be doing reservations where you could do like a private event here, or is that something that you're thinking about?
We haven't gotten that far yet. If people want to see the houses, the best way to go about that is to go to the Currier's website, currier.org. And you can book a tour and purchase tickets online.
Wonderful. So just go to couriermuseum.org.
Courier.org. And there's a Frank Lloyd Wright drop-down button at the top of the screen.
And then you'll get to see both houses. No other museum in the world has two Frank Lloyd Wright homes, let alone have it be in beautiful Manchester, New Hampshire. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today. We're excited to just see the progress, and hope to come back again soon.
Well, you're welcome, Paula, and thanks for coming for a visit.